everybody, today is Thursday, November 14th. It is 8:13 a.m. and I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Starbucks. I was going to be getting $7 for 3.2 miles. However, while I was getting in the car, something better came along, and it was from Uber Eats. I'm going to get $10.05 for 2 deliveries and drive 2.9 miles. It looks like I'm going to be going, I'm pretty sure they're both Starbucks orders for that short of a distance. Yep, it's 2 deliveries and the miles are super short, so they must just literally be in the same neighborhood or right next door to each other for the drop-off. So it was definitely a better one, money to mile ratio. The only downside, of course, is it's 2 deliveries, so it may take a little bit longer to get them. But it's worth it to me as far as the money to mile ratio. So, and it was also worth taking the hit and losing the and messing up my rating. So I'm sure my rating now is going to be about 96% completion rate. So I won't be able to do that again for a while, because that's sort of my limit. Once I get to 96, I stop playing games with the apps, and just whatever I get, I just accept it and just deliver it. So that was probably the last one for a few more weeks. Also, I'll tell you about it in a little bit. We're almost at Starbucks. I had another update to give you guys. But I'm almost at Starbucks. So, oh dear, maybe I will have time to tell you. Or I'm going to cut around. I'm going to probably cut around just to get over. Now that this guy's moving out of my way, I'm going to cut around. Since they're blocking the pathway to get over into Starbucks. Oh, it's going to be so busy. Maybe that's why the tip was so big. They're probably backlogged with orders. Oh boy. Gonna be a treat. I hope this doesn't turn out to be a big mistake and I end up with nothing. Well, I guess I'll just be here as long as it takes to get the goods. Oh shoot, there's no parking over here either. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's one right here. Just park right here. Oh man, it's gonna be a long way. I've never seen it so busy.
It's in the eye of the beholder, but it was some of the today.
Okay, I got the stuff in the car. It was a bit of a wait, unfortunately, but what could I do? Not much. I just had to be patient and wait for it to be ready. And they had an employee with a table waiting to help people on the other side of the counter because it was so busy. They had some sort of different strategy for doing stuff. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. At least they've adapted to the situation for it being so busy, which was really good. And they were able to manage it. So I've got to go 3 minutes from here, 1.1 miles It's going to be, it's a place I've been before. It's a business, and it's just handed to me to the front desk, so it's not going to be a difficult one. So yeah, so I wanted to give you guys an update on the contract violation that I got last week. And they responded to me, and you can read it you can see in the screen capture I have next to me. You can see they said that they sided with my position on the situation, and the contract violation's been removed, so all is good. And all I really told them was, I told them the address of the location, the name of the customer, and then I just described the handoff that I walked into the office. There was a desk, and I handed it to the customer. And that was it. And they confirmed that their name was that name, and that was it. There was nothing else I said in the message. I never sent them any video or any pictures or anything, and that was all. So that is the update. So I can't really give you any other advice if you have a contract violation, other than hopefully you have enough detailed information to give them to convince them that you're a very thorough and organized person. The only reason why I was able to find the address was I used Google Maps, like I remembered where it was at. And then of course in the video I had spoken the person's name in the unedited version of the video, so I was able to retrieve that information when I watched the video of that delivery. So yeah, so that was it. So perhaps what you could do is, for yourself, just make sure your phone is running with the video on. Even if you're not going to use the videos, you could always store them into your files every time you do a delivery, so it's audio recording whatever is happening around you, even if it's not capturing video of the customer or anything like that. At least it's capturing the audio, so you can go back and listen to whatever you may have said regarding that delivery. So that's a possibility. There's some advice for you. So even if you don't make videos, there are other things you can do. Okay, the drop-off's coming up where these people are going to be walking in, and I'm going to park right over here next to them. Oh, hopefully I don't hit their car. I don't want this one to fall over. There. A successful drop-off. No problems. Very easy. And the next one is going to be just 0.6 miles from here. If I was brave enough to make a left turn over here, it would be even faster. But am I brave enough? Do I dare make a left turn here? I've made it before at other intersections, so why couldn't I do it here? You know what I'm saying? Go for it. I made it. I'm always so fearful of this turn. I don't know why. It's psychological. So the next one's just half a mile from here. 1 minute. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. Please double check that you are on this particular street. The next one over has the same house numbers. And we have a gray door. Leave it on the table by the door. Okay. Uber Eats, $4.23, 3.3 miles. No. Man, the sun is blinding right into my phone. I can barely read my phone. Whew. Yeah, this is a real simple one. It's nice to get a simple one. $2.86, 2.1 miles. No. $10 for a nice, simple, short deliveries. This was definitely worth taking the hit from DoorDash. The only $7.08, 9.6 miles. No, the only bad thing about doing that is you can only do it so many times, and then it has to recharge, just like a video game. You know, like in a video game where you're doing a battle and they hit you so many times, and then you're like, okay, I gotta stop fighting that character. I've got to let my energy recharge before I can take more hits. It's very similar to that. So right now I've taken enough hits, and I don't want to risk serious injury, so I can't do any more. Switcheroos. You know, where I unassign myself from a delivery or I cancel a delivery. Is you know, to get more money. $5.58, 11.6 miles. No, it's gonna come up here on the right. Let's see, it's not this one. I've been to this house many times. It's this one. I don't know why people get confused. It's an easy drop off. Alright, it's all dropped off. Now I just gotta turn around and make my way back towards home base, since nothing else is coming in at the moment. Uber Eats, $13.05, 10.2 miles. No. Yeah, that was super easy. Later today, I've got to go shopping for some new shoes. I'm gonna go to Skechers. Let's see. This is that's too many items. $18.29 for 10 miles shopping for 36 items at Sprouts. That's too many damn items. You can forget it. I ain't doing that. $13.03 for 17 miles. No. $9.25, 7 miles. No. No, no, and no. Sorry. Nothing good. Everything bad. Nothing good. I'm gonna go after this car. Everything bad. $10.25, 4.8. That's a good one. Oh, get out of the way, Uber Eats. I was trying to do a screen capture and you made me screen capture the wrong offer. Let me accept this and I'll tell you about it. Alright, I've accepted it. Of course, I gotta make a U-turn here. I've got to delete that other screen capture of something I don't want. Okay, I'm ready. All right, everybody, we got something. It's from DoorDash. I'm going to get $10.25 for 4.8 miles to go to Tropical Smoothie. All right, I just got to turn off my Uber Eats. Go offline with Uber Eats. Stay online with DoorDash and proceed. So this particular place we're going to is back to where that Starbucks was, and the line was really long. So I'm gonna try to figure out how to maneuver my car into that drive-through for Tropical Smoothie. There really is no. I mean, I'm trying to think of how I can maneuver into that. If the line is really long for Starbucks, they block the ability to turn into that drive-through. I mean, unless I go all the way around, but no, because even then they essentially block all pathways to get into the Tropical Smoothie. And at this time of the morning, the front door isn't going to be open to get into Tropical Smoothie. So I'm going to just have to pretend, if the line's long, like I'm waiting in line to go to Starbucks drive-thru. Unfortunately, you know, that's going to take a while. So I'm just going to hope that when I get there, the line to get into Starbucks is short. Because it could be, you know, their traffic fluctuates so much. It can go from being a line all the way to the street to suddenly there's nobody in line. Because everybody that goes to Starbucks, they always go together at the same time. Because most people have the same, sleeping patterns and wake up patterns and cravings for coffee at the same time, so in the same hourly period, very similar to like lunchtime. So there's always a coffee rush at this particular time of the morning. So yeah, and plus the holidays are coming up. A lot of people are going just to get Starbucks gifts. So that can create a long line as well. See, look, the line is long still. It's still the way it was before. And there's no way, for me to cut to get through. I guess I could go around and then, and maybe try to squeeze through that opening. See, there's like an opening right there. But that maneuver would be really tricky. That's going to be a real tricky maneuver to do. Because I'm going to have to rely on the fact that someone's actually going to keep that gap open by the time I get over there. And what are the odds you think that gap's going to be open by the time I go over there? It's pretty low. Oh, man. Order still being prepared. I've arrived at the store, technically. Oh, let's see. Would I make that maneuver? I just don't feel very confident that I would make that maneuver. Not at all. Oh boy. And I can't walk up to the door to go in because it's locked. Man, I'm in a real kerfuffle. This is a real tough decision to make. I guess I can just hope that the line moves quickly and I get my chance to turn into the tropical smoothie, our tropical cafe drive-thru's right there. It's literally right there. Okay, it's moving. Let's see if I can do it. Come on, guys, just move over a little more. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, hi, DoorDash. All right, thank you. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness the car's finally moved. I'm like, please don't delay. Looks like I'm picking up just 2 drinks and a food item.
All right, here's the food.
All right, great. Okay, great.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you too. See, quick pickup. Quick pickup. So we're going to a house 9 minutes from here, 3-minute drive. It's a leave at the door. Oh boy, I'm so relieved that went smooth. I was like, please don't let me get stuck in all this craziness. Oh dear, more craziness. More craziness is a-coming. It's unbelievable. It's just like a madhouse to get out of there. I'm sure that one guy was like, why are you coming out on this side? I'm like, where do you think I'm gonna go to get out? You think I'm gonna crash into the people on the right side in line at the drive-thru? It's like, you're gonna have to wait for me, dude. He tried to give me the look. Like, what are you doing look? I'm like, do you have eyes? Do you not see what's happening here? Do you not see the drive-thru is taking up the entire right side of the road that I cannot be on? So I have to be on the left side to get out, and there's no other way for me to go? Moron. So don't give me your effing look. Like I don't know what I'm doing. It's like you need to put up a mirror and give that look, because you're the one that doesn't know what you're doing. I swear. People are too much. People should at least be courteous. Like, look around, read the room. When you enter a space, read the room and then figure out what's going on before you decide you're going to throw somebody the judgment stare. Oh, 6 more minutes, 2.4 miles. This job is too much. Every single day. This is delivery offer number 2. So it looks like, based on the kind of offers I'm getting so far, it looks like I'm only going to have to do 4 offers today, which is awesome. Because what is this one worth? Let's see. The first one was worth, I know the first one worth $10. This one as well is worth $10. So I am at over $20 so far on 2 deliveries with a goal of making $35 today. So that means that I just have to do a minimum of 2 more offers before my day is over. And it's only 8:40 a.m. right now, so I'm doing really good. Oh dear, I didn't reset my odometer. I like to always track my miles as I'm going, and I forgot. Oh well. I do track the one, that tells you the total lifetime miles of the car, so I'll be able to guesstimate it. So, yeah. But I can't tell you guys right now how many miles I put on the car. I don't know. I can't tell you. Oh, let's see. I think we did let's see. To complete the order, the first one they did with those 2 deliveries. Whoa, their food is tipping. To complete the orders, they ordered something like in a bowl and it's all sealed up, but I put it on the ground and the bag is starting to roll as I made that turn. But it's okay. The apple fell out. Uh-oh. I better go and deal with this. Let me slow down at this light and then I'll try to recover. The apple. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get the apple. Oh dear. Oh dear. Problems alert. I didn't know they had all these things in here that could roll around. Okay, I got everything but the apple. The apple's too far from me. The apple fell far from the tree. Oh man. It's the way it goes. Oh boy. And then there was a Tesla behind me that wanted me to move a few inches more forward so he can get out. And I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of something right now. I've got an apple rolling around on the bottom of my car I'm trying to get. Oh boy. Yeah, I put the drinks in my delivery box because it's the heavier item. And that way when I stoop down to pick up the stuff, it would be an easier it'd be the lightest thing to pick up. But I didn't realize that what they ordered had items that could easily roll out of the bag. So no harm. The apple's still intact. It's just there, but it's too far for me to reach. I won't be able to get it until I am at the drop-off, it appears. And this particular drop-off is in a very unusual place. I don't think I've ever gone to this house before. It wants me to go all the way up this road and then make a left turn. And I don't think I've ever done that before. So this is a particular neighborhood I've never been in. So this customer obviously does not order very often, in the mornings anyway, because since I sort of run this area in the mornings all the time. Oh boy. And there's no gate code, I don't think. No, there's no gate code. It just says go all the way up to the end of the road, and then it's gonna be, oh, the navigation's all whacked out. Uh-oh. There's no way to access that particular neighborhood if I go that way. Uh-oh. This darn app, I swear to God, it's always causing problems. It says make a... Okay, I'm going to try making a left, and then I'm going to pass the house, and I think there's an opening to make a right. If not, I'm going to be really screwed and have to turn around. I don't think there's an opening over there. I'm going to go right. I don't trust it. I don't think there's an opening over there. I'm going to try to look as I'm making my right. I'm pretty sure there's no opening based on what the map is showing. I don't think there's an opening over there. So I'm going to go right at the next available left. I'm going to turn into this neighborhood. I think it was taking me a funky way. The next available left is here. Okay. It's inside this community. And then it should continue through to get to their house. The navigation's trying to screw me up. So it says make a left in here and then go it's like on a cul-de-sac, and go all the way down here, and then at the stop sign make a left turn. And the navigation's still telling me not to do what I'm doing, but it is not functioning right. It's like the house at the very end of a cul-de-sac. One of these cul-de-sacs. Not this one. And not the next one, but the one after that. So see where those trucks are? That's where I'm going to be making my left turn. And it's the last house on the left. Unbelievable. Navigation, I swear, you're always trying to screw me over. Yep, this is it. And it's at the end. You'd think they would have put that in their notes. It's gonna be, I think, the last house on the left. This particular one with the white car. Yep, this is it. Unbelievable. Alright, well, can I grab that apple? Oh, I think the apple finally rolled near me. I got you, apple. I got you. This job is always so crazy. Leave at the door. Whew. All right, well, I left it at the door, and some people came out from the guest house, the casita, and got the stuff. So they didn't bother to mention that they were in the guest house. They could have put that in the instructions, but they did not. They didn't bother to do that, so I just put it near the front door of the main house. They could have said, put it at the door, you know, when you first walk into the left. You just gotta follow. You just gotta put it in the instructions, people. I'm not a mind reader. There's no way for me to know. I gotta figure out where I'm turning to get out of here. I think it's this turn. This looks like where I came in, I think. Yeah, this is it. Alright, so that's 20 bucks in the can, and I think I drove, before I reset my odometer, I think I drove probably about 4 miles. So I think I have about 6 miles on the car right now. It's 8:48 a.m. and I'm getting 47 miles to the gallon. Temperature is 55 degrees. It's very sunny and clear like it's been the past few days, and there's no wind, so it's very nice. This turn is very hard to make. The people drive so effing fast on this road. Even though there's literally like a left turn here where you have to be patient and slow down, they still haul ass to get here just to wait. But I made it. So now I've got to wait in this long line to make my left turn to get back on course. So this was still a very fair offer. Very fair. We're doing really good, and it looks like I should be done today. If it keeps at the pace it's going, I will be done by 10 o'clock at the pace that it's going. But if it dries up, you guys know what's going to happen. I'm just going to be at home, and it's going to be slower than hell, and I probably won't finish till around noon. Now, I'm hoping that I don't have to work beyond noon. In fact, I think lately I've been setting a goal to not work past noon no matter what. $6.92, 4.6 miles, no. That's been my general thought about this whole thing. It's like to make $35, it's very reasonable. It's not unreasonable to expect to make that money within a window of 4 hours. I mean, yeah, that's reasonable. Because I usually only actually physically am on an assignment for about an hour and a half to 2 hours every day. And then the remaining time is like right now. I'm just cruising back, I'm waiting, I'm at home, I'm watching TV. So it's usually the majority of the time is just waiting for a decent offer to come in, so I'm not racking up miles on the car. And within a 4-hour window, that's a reasonable expectation. $10.25 to drive 5.6 miles and shop for 15 items. That's a no. There's no way I'm going to shop for 15 items for only $10. It's $1 for every item. And then, of course, the miles were terrible. That's essentially 6 miles for $10. I was almost going to take it because I am so far from Smart and Final right now, and I'm probably not going to get anything for the next 2 miles. So it wasn't the miles that were the issue. It was the number of items to shop for. That was like the no. That was the main reason why I said no. And now I'm just making my way down this winding road that $4, 3.4 miles, no. And I'm going to have to get over to my right relatively soon, and all the cars coming out of Anthem are going to come flying down this hill and cutting me off, because that's what they do. I'm going to get behind this Honda Accord, and I'm going to try to get over one more, but the people are so aggressive, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to stay here. They are crazy here. This is like the most I have seen more accidents at this particular spot than most other places I drive to. And that's because this is the only exit point for that entire Anthem area. Hundreds and hundreds of people come out of that area, and they all are jockeying for positioning. They either want to get in that far right-hand lane to make a right turn on Sunridge Heights to get to the freeway, or they want to get into that lane because they want to make a right turn at DoorDash, $17.25, 13.3 miles, no. Or they want to make a right turn at the grocery store that's further down the hill. But at any rate, every single person always wants to get into this far right-hand lane. It is considered like the most popular lane that everybody wants to get into. And of course, that's the lane I want to get into as well, because that's how I'm going to be making a right turn when I get to the bottom of the hill. $12.51, 16.7 miles, no. So I've just got to be patient, and once I get past this light, then all of the cars that are trying to make a right here on Sunridge Heights, they will be gone, and I'll have my opportunity to make the right turn. In fact, I think I'm going to make my move now. The cars have backed up. They got stuck, all of them trying to make this right turn. Now I'm in the lane that I want. And as you can see, I'm once again in front of a what? What kind of car am I in front of? That's right. I'm not even going to say it. You know what kind of car. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. $2.55, 5.1 miles, no. DoorDash, $6, 4.5 miles, no. So far, lousy, and lousy offers. Nothing good. You know, part of me thinks, would it be a good strategy to take an offer that was $20? Let's see. Is this one good? Yup, this one's good. Just click on the button. another Uber offer. Get out of here. You did that to me last time. You messed up my screen capture. Okay, I screen captured. I'm accepting the offer. Let me go offline with Uber Eats before I tell you about the offer. Let me get rid of the... Wait, did I get rid of it? Oh, I didn't. I never got a screen capture of the bad one. I have duplicates. All right, everybody. I got an offer from DoorDash. I'm gonna get $7.50 to go to Great Harvest. I'm gonna drive 3.8 miles. They're adding on to the order. Shoot, let me take a screen capture of it. Add to route. Let me tell you about the next one. I got an add-on. Oh, boy. This one, another one from DoorDash. It's an add-on. $5.50 to go to Great Harvest Bread. I'm going to get, did I say $5? I'm going to get $5.50 for an additional 1 mile. Oh, boy. Everything just came all at once. And I couldn't keep up. I'm like, boy, that was a lot happening in a short amount of time. So what's my grand total? Well, how much am I making in total? $5.50 plus $7.50. 8 plus 5. I'm getting a total of $13 for this. This is gonna put me at $33. So after this delivery, I only need to make $2 more to finish my day. So we are doing excellent today. This is a very busy day. This would be the perfect day to just keep working because there's plenty of money to be had today. But I don't know. I don't really care about that much. I mean, like, if it happens, it happens. Like, after I do my last delivery, I'm gonna throw it on. And if stuff really good keeps coming in, then I'll just keep delivering. But once I finally get home, I just shut it off. I'm just like, okay, I'm home, I'm done. But as long as I'm on the road and they keep throwing money at me, I'll keep trying to grab that dough. So we'll see. All right, I'm pulling into the shopping center. I'm arriving at store. I just have to find a place to park near the Great Harvest. It's at the very far end. And let's see if there's a parking spot. This place is busy. It has like a medical center, a fitness studio. It's very busy. Let's see, is there a parking spot there? No. Oh, look, a delivery person. He looks like a delivery person, I think. Oh no, he's not. He doesn't have he's not holding his phone. He's not doing the phone holding dance. I'm gonna park right here. Oh gosh. Slim pickings, not very good parking spots here. Alright, let's go and get it. It was so busy in there. It was unbelievable how busy it was. I was trying to I stood in line, and when I told them who I was, they just said, have a seat, neither order's ready. So I took a seat, and they finally called the name of one of the customers. And after they called the name of one of the customers and I confirmed it, I sat back down. And then it was just a few more minutes after that they had the other one ready. There was like one lady that was really on it. She was working so hard to get my orders as quickly as possible. So she was doing a very good job. But that place was so busy. I'd never seen so many people in there. I was like, what is going on? This place used to be a ghost town. They must have improved something in their service of some sort. Whether it's the food itself or I don't know, maybe it's the price, I don't know. I don't eat there. But they did something because now it's real popular. There's a lot of people that go in there. So they're doing something right. Next, the drop off what I'm going to do is going to be 4 minutes from here, 1 mile. And I do have my orders organized. The order I'm dropping off is the one closest to the front of my delivery box to drop off. And it's going to be a leave at the door, and I have a gate code. And this one is really close. It's like only 1 mile from the restaurant. So a real easy drop off, no big deal. And this day is super easy. This is like the perfect day not to accept any shopping orders. Just do pickups and drop-offs from restaurants. Because why not? They're paying good money. Each offer has been at least $10. So, and there's almost really no reason why I should be taking any offers at this point that aren't at least $10 at the moment. So that's where I'm going to go in my strategy now. I'm adjusting it up from $6.50 all the way up to $10 minimum, $2 for every mile, because of how quickly I've been able to get the money I've gotten, and every offer has been oh no, wait, this last one, never mind, what am I saying? This last one was I think $7.50 at first, and then it was just coincidental that they did an add-on. Never mind, I better stick with my same strategy. Because I really only need, $2 or $3 more and I'm done. So let's stick with the same strategy. Forget what I just said. We're going for $6.50 minimum. And then when they do those add-ons, it's like, whoa, hold on. Because this one now I'm making 13. So the strategy I originally said, let's stick with that. That makes more sense. All right, so it's going to be coming up fairly soon. It's going to be this community coming up on the right-hand side. And I've been in this community many times, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting inside of this community. Let me get the gate code ready. Okay. Maybe somebody already went in. The gate will be open. No. Maybe this person behind me will have a clicker. Let's see. It doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. Somebody's opening the gate. Here I go. I was going to get out, but now what's the point? This white vehicle, whose brand name I won't mention, opened up the gate. And now I can just follow them in. I wonder if they're the actual customer who ordered. They look like somebody that would spend a lot of money for a sandwich. It's like, who else? Who would spend this much money on a sandwich? Oh, no, I wouldn't. I'm so cheap. I never use these services. People always think that if you're a DoorDash person or Uber Eats person, that we must somehow get a discount on the service, and we use it all. This guy is going so slow. 11 miles an hour. The speed limit is like 15. How slow do you have to drive, dude? I mean, I appreciate you opening the gate for me, but now it's a wash. I could have opened the gate myself and been at the drop-off sooner than this. He must be lost. Either that, or he's just having a good time with his car and he's playing with all the bells and whistles. Of course he's turning where I'm turning. Of course he is. I'm just gonna stop here and walk. I'm gonna just stop and walk because I'm not dealing with him. No mo. No mo. Oh, it's just my luck that guy going so slow would be turning at the exact tiny road, tiny narrow road that I'm turning at, out of all the houses in this community. And so I had to walk on that tiny road all the way down to the far end because he was turning in real slow. I'm like, I can't wait, because I didn't even know what kind of maneuver he was going to be doing. For all I know, he was delivering, or he was going to have a big amount of stuff to unload, and he was just going to block the road. So I'm like, I don't want to be caught in an awkward situation, so it's better if I go on foot, and then I can bypass him whether he stops in the middle of the road or not. But he just went into his garage, so I was like, perfect. Just perfect. It's okay. I could use a little bit of exercise, do a little walking. Next up, 8 minutes from here, 2.2 miles. It's a house, it's a leave at the door. Whew. Yeah, I didn't mind. I did not mind. It's okay. The weather's nice. It's 57 degrees. I think I have about 10 or 11 miles on the car, maybe 12. I don't know. Let's just say for laughs that I put on 4 miles before I reset my trip reader, my trip tracker. Oh, look what's in front of us. A beautiful brand new silver vehicle. Doesn't it remind you of some other vehicle that I was just behind recently? I can't tell you the model of the car that I was behind recently, but I can tell you it was very similar, just in a different color. I can't even tell you in this town how many cars are exactly the same in this town. Oh my gosh. Oh well, it's good for my investments. That's what I tell myself. I'm like, it's like when you see people when I see people smoking a cigarette, I'm like, oh, that's good for my investments. Keep smoking that cigarette. You're paying for my dividends. How sad, huh? How sad the world is sometimes, the things that happen. Oh boy, the world we live in is crazy. Makes no sense to me. When you grow up and become an adult and you live in this world long enough, you realize that you just are playing the game, like the game of Monopoly, and it's all like a board game. It's real life. So instead of you getting, Boardwalk and Park Place and trying to collect $200 when you go around the board, it's just real money. It's real money. It's real companies. This guy's telling me to go. Okay, I'm going. You got it, dude. I was trying to be courteous because you were a senior, and I didn't want anything bad to happen to you because you've had a rough life, I can tell. You've had a rough life, I have no doubt. So the next drop off, unfortunately, is at McDonald Ranch. So we got to go through the guard gate, and you'll get to benefit from it because you'll get to see some pretty houses. But I'll unfortunately have to deal with, I don't want to deal with this bus. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to deal with the guard, and who knows how long it's going to take because I don't know how long the line's going to be to get in. So that's my suffering, but since you're just watching a video, it doesn't matter to you. It's just going to flip by. Like me being stuck for 20 minutes at a guard gate will just be a blip to you. Because if it's boring, I'll edit it out. Oh, look what I'm in behind. It's in a beautiful navy blue color this time. I know you feel like you're looking at the same car and it just keeps changing colors. But it's not. It's a different car. It's a different car, everybody. It's not the same one. All day long, you're going to see cars in front of me that look exactly the same. And all that money's going to the same company. What I don't understand is how these people are going to pay for the maintenance when the maintenance finally comes due, because it must be really expensive once it's finally due. It can't just be zero maintenance for the entire lifetime of the car. And then I do hear that anything breaks and the warranty has expired, it is so expensive to fix. So I don't like that. I mean, I'm old school. I prefer Toyotas. You get really good warranties and the parts are cheap. Everything is cheap to replace because it's made in such a mass quantity. I'm going to be making a right here. I think I could squeeze through here. I don't think the bus is going to impede my progress. I better get my ID. Got my ID. Get ready to talk to the guard. Let's see. Flip up here. And oh, there's no waiting.
ID, where you headed? Have a good day.
Thank you too. That was quick, everybody. She was on it. She was on the phone. So she was trying to get me through as fast as she could. Boy, it's like, I appreciate that. We lucked out. Sometimes they go real slow because they're in no hurry. But she was on the phone talking to somebody. She wanted to get back to her phone call. I'm like, you go. You lift that. I'll drive right through that gate if you tell me it's okay. I'll knock that barrier right off of its hinges if you tell me it's okay. Okay, it's coming up on the right. It's not this one. It is not that one. It is going to be, I think, this next one here on the right. I believe it is this one. I'll have to look at the mailbox. This is it. Look, they even have a little picture to make sure you're at the right house. That's nice. Okay, it's the right house. Alright, that's done. I was trying to see the address at the front. I was trying to make sure it was the right address, but see how it's all worn out? So it's like, is this the right house? But it is. That's the only place that house had the address number, is on that worn out mailbox where everything is all, it was all weathered, so I could barely even see their number. But that's the only place on the house in their area that has the number. Alright, well at least that's done. I did it right. And then the previous delivery driver, it was in the system as a successful delivery. I went to look at the picture of the front door to make sure it was right. They had done such a close-up on the food that there was very little in the picture of the actual house itself. So that's another tip for you guys. You do not have to do these super close-ups of the food. $4.18, 3.9 miles, no. Do not take a picture of just like a zoom-in close-up of the food like you're trying to show proof that you left everything there at the door. They want to just make sure that you have actually dropped off to the right house. That's all they really care about. DoorDash, $8.25, 5.8 miles. No. That's all they really want. They're trying to make sure that you are at the proper house. And so when they look in at that picture, they want to see the house. I mean, of course they want to see the order, but it can be tiny. It can be a partial of the order, like, you know, if a column is kind of blocking it. Even if you don't show the food, because sometimes they'll say, put it behind the bush, put it behind the column. Just get a picture of the front door of the house, or the area that has the front door of the house, and you're good. Because the picture doesn't do any good for the customer or the other person if they can't tell it's their house. Because if you do like just of the concrete on the floor and then like a big bag, that could be anybody's house. So yeah, unless they have some sort of unusual object there, you know, like a statue of a rabbit or something on the ground, then it would make sense. It's like, okay, that's my little statue, so I know that's my house. But for the most part, it always helps for the other drivers, because now on DoorDash they send you a picture of the last time a delivery driver went to that house. And so for the next delivery driver that's not sure if that's the house, we can look at your picture that you took from your delivery and confirm whether or not we're at the right house. So there's another tip for you guys who are new to doing delivery driving, is to take a picture step a little bit back, step away from the food and take a. Plus, it also makes the customer feel better knowing that you're far away from the food when you snap the picture. Because sometimes they also think that if you're too close, that you just snap the picture really fast and grab the food and ran. Uber Eats, $2.16, 4.8 miles. No, that's not gonna work. Well, there's just one more to go. It's 9:24 a.m. It is extremely early. I think I've been going now only for about, an hour maybe? I think I started at a little after 8 o'clock, and it's only just after 9, so 9:24. That's about a little over an hour, so that's not too shabby. I must be making close to $30 an hour, I would guess, at this rate. As far as if you think about the time that I have been actively online on deliveries. So it's all aces today. I'll be thrilled. I'll be absolutely thrilled if I get one before I get home. That would be so awesome to get. Just send me one more right now. One more offer of any kind that's at least reasonable to take. $15.20 for 16 miles. No, you gotta send me something reasonable. Okay, since I only need $3 more, send me anything that's at least $3 and at least only 3 miles. How about that? And then I'll hit my goal. But I'm going back to $6.50. If I end up back home, my standard rate will apply. I'm on sale, everybody. I'm having a fire sale. It's $3 for 3 miles minimum, or maximum. 3 miles maximum. Anything, $3. Anything for 3 miles, as long as it's at least $3. I'm having a special sale for the moment only, for the next few minutes only. If an offer comes in for the only thing I don't like about taking offers that low is that there's a high chance they're going to make a complaint, because a lot of those people are scammers, total scammers. The fact that they're so cheap they don't want to do a tip means that they are looking to scam any way they can, because they just want what they want. Like, they want everything for free. There are customers out there who are trying to game the app so they can get absolutely everything that they want for $0. Which, I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, of course everybody would like everything for free, but don't try to scam me. Don't try to give me like a low rating and then call support and tell them that your delivery was destroyed and half-eaten when it wasn't, and you're just trying to get a free meal. Don't F with the system, people. Once you F up the system, then we have to game you right back. We have to come up with our own strategies to avoid you guys. All you lowlifes, stay away from me. I want no problems in in my operation here. And this is a smooth sailing ship, and I don't want no pirates trying to hijack my my operation. The time is 10:33 a.m. and I finally got an offer. This one's coming from DoorDash. I'm going to be going to CVS and shopping for 10 items. I'm going to get $14.10 for 6.5 miles. Yup, it happened. There was absolutely no work for the past hour. And then this offer finally came in that was decent enough to take. So I took it. And I really did not want to do shopping. I just wanted to do regular, pickups and drop-offs from restaurants. But there was nothing coming in. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, there was just no work to be had. And now it's desperation time, so here I am doing a final offer. But it's good. I mean, it's good money. It will probably take me up to, let's see, 33, 40, 33, 43, 47. Probably take me about $47, so it's fair. I just got to get the shopping done, and I don't know where I'm dropping off to, and I don't know what I'm shopping for. But we're almost at CVS, so I'm just going to head on in and get it done. Just get it done. Start the shopping. Don't send them a message. Oh no, 10 cases of water. Oh, mommy. 10 cases of water. Are you kidding me? They're not going to have 10 cases. So I'm in luck. This is CVS. They're not going to have 10 cases of water available. Well, well, everybody, we've got a car full of 10 cases of water. Oh my God. OMG. O to the M to the G. Fun, fun, fun. Never a dull moment. When it comes to this job, it is just nothing but fun. Whew. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you. 10 cases of water, 13-minute drive, and we're gonna be going to a house. Thank God. I checked too. Before I went in, before I rang anything up, I'm like, if this is an apartment, I am abandoning this order, even though I'm already at the threshold of concern that I shouldn't abandon any more offers. When I saw how many cases of water, I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to abandon this offer if it's an apartment, because the journey to go back and forth to drop it off would be too much for me. I just couldn't do it. Even right now. And there was a nice lady who helped me bring it out. She had like a dolly, and so she brought out I think she brought out 6 cases, and I brought out 4 in one of their little tiny shopping carts. So if even with her helping me bring it out, like, see, I'm already out of breath. So I can't even imagine if it would have been an apartment. How hard it would have been to deliver this many cases of water if it was an apartment. It would have been I would have just had to abandon. I'm sure somebody else got this offer and abandoned it. I'm probably like the 5th or 6th delivery driver that received this offer and abandoned it. So so yeah, it doesn't luckily, they're in luck that I happen to be experienced enough to know how to deal with this type of situation. So so yeah, I'm sure they've been waiting a while to get their water, because there's a there's a lot of factors that are involved in delivering this many cases of water. There's a lot of factors. Even for a house, I'm a little bit nervous because what if there are a lot of steps to get to their front door? What if I have to go up a really steep driveway? You know, there's just a lot of factors. And if you're an older driver, although I don't know how much older they could be compared to me, I'm already getting up there. But let's just say if you're not if you don't have any type of strength in your body to lift heavy things, maybe you have a bad back or a bad leg, or your hands don't work very good, you know, you couldn't do this job. This particular assignment, you know, requires a lot of skill set to do. I mean, not like mountain man strength. I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying it's that hard. But I mean, just for the most delivery drivers, you know, they're not exactly the kind that are going to be doing this kind of job because they're so terrified of hurting themselves, and I am too. And they're also worried about how long it's going to take to deliver. So I could see a lot of drivers not wanting to take this delivery. Even, I think I wouldn't have taken it either. If I had been looking deeper into the app to see what I was shopping for, I probably would have declined it too. I think the only reason why I even took a shopping order was because it was so slow and I want to finish. I mean, it was getting close to being at the point where it was going to be 11, and I'm like, I don't really want to be working at 11. I just want to be done and be relaxing at home. Now I'm going to be just trying to cool down. I'm sure I'm going to be drenched in sweat after I drop this off. Oh, I got to make sure to take my jacket off once I get to the drop-off point. And remember to take my time. The problem I have is that when I do these kinds of deliveries, I rush to get them done. I'm like, oh, I got to do it as fast as I can. So this customer says, hand it to them when I get there. Hand it to me, it says. Good luck. Good luck. I'm sure, I bet you anything, this customer's going to have the nerve to say to bring it into their house. You watch. I'll let you know what happens. You won't even see it. But I'm going to have to first walk and assess the situation. And then I'm going to have to ring the doorbell and say, is it okay if I just leave this at your doorstep? Where do you want it? And you watch. They're going to say, oh, can you bring it into my house and put it on the second floor of my... You watch, some crazy situation is going to happen. Oh, this job is so crazy. The situations that arise is just too much. Now, I'm sure most of you would just sneak it. You know what I mean? You would just put it all at the front door and run out of there as fast as you could. And I think I wish I could do that too, but I'm trying to keep it on the professional level. I'll try my best. Oh my Lord, why does the last one have to be so crazy? I'm telling you, this job. Wasn't I just telling you guys the other day about how I was an inexperienced delivery driver and I had to deliver 19 gallons, individual gallons of water to a second floor apartment, and they paid me about this much money. It was about $14, $15 I got paid to do it. So I can't imagine what's gonna happen with this one. I wonder if they're gonna give me extra money when I get there. You know, I'll try to be very courteous and let them know, like, oh, where would you like your water, sir or ma'am? Where would you like your water? And then if they say they want it like just on the doorstep, then I'll be okay, great. If they want it in the garage, okay, great. Yeah. Just hopefully they don't want me to bring it in the house. That would be the only thing I would be objectionable to. Like, But sometimes it's one of those elderly people, you know what I mean? They don't have the ability to lift stuff, so they may want it like all in their kitchen, or who knows. I don't know how women can do this job. I guess for if I was a woman, I'd be like, I'm not going in your house. I'd be like, I can only leave it at the door. Sorry. And really, for a delivery driver, we're not supposed to go in the house. But sometimes you feel bad, like if it's like an elderly person, you're like, oh, I'll just bring it in, because they're desperate. You know, you can tell they're desperate. Like there's no way. Like they'll just have to go without. You know, without a necessity, because you know they can't do it, and there's nobody to help them. They don't have any children to help them, no relatives, no friends. They're just, you know, they're just old and alone. So sometimes that does occur. And in fact, sometimes with the app, it's not even the elderly person that ordered the stuff. It's some relative who lived really far away that ordered it for them to help them out. But they're just like crossing their fingers that the driver will be kind enough to put the water where they need it. So yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff that goes on with this job every day. A lot of surprises and traps and danger around every corner. And that's kind of what makes it interesting. You know, it makes for a good story anyway. I just do my best to just try not to injure myself. I hurt my shoulder a while back trying to carry really heavy stuff up 2 flights of stairs. And I strained my shoulder, and it took a long time for it to get better. I didn't really injure it severely, but it was enough where it took many weeks for it to get back to normal. And now it's finally there. Thank goodness. But yeah, I try to just be as careful as I can, you know, doing it, and try to do what is sensible. When I first went into the CVS, I was gonna just get like half of the order, like 5 cases, and then just click the button and then just say they were out of stock. But I felt like, you know what, I need to do my due diligence and ask. So I did. I just asked. I said, oh, do you guys have any more cases in the back? This person wants 10 cases of water. And of course, you know what they said. Of course we do. They have tons of water because people buy it like crazy. It is like the most commonly purchased item, and so they keep it in inventory back there. Probably an entire wall is filled with cases of water in the back, I'm sure. So yeah, so they were gonna have it, unfortunately, just not on the shelf. All right, I'm turning. I'm gonna just get behind one of these cars here. Oh, there's just one car in front of me, so it should go pretty quick. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to need a code later on. I don't know. It's going to be a minute. Oh, here comes the other guy. Hello. Great, thank you. All right, guys, here we go. We are on our way. Okay, made it past the guard, and now we are on our way to the drop-off, the exciting drop-off, which I'm sure is going to be really difficult. Really, I think I have another gate I have to pass through too. I'm gonna have to call the guard gate. There's like another call box that's gonna come up ahead, and then you gotta contact the guard and let them know through the call box to open the second gate. Hey boy, make a left here at the stop sign. Go over here. Go to the next call box. Oh, they put up some wreaths. That's nice. Let's contact the next Let's call up the next call box. I hope they answer. Sometimes they don't answer and I gotta do it again. It's ringing. Okay, we're rolling, we're in business. The gate has opened and now we're gonna be delivering to a house on the right hand side in 0.1 miles. Oh, look at how steep the curb is, everyone. Look at that steep curve. I hope they're gonna let me park in their driveway. These houses, sometimes it's a long walk. All right, it's gonna be on the right hand side. It's not this house. Is it this next house? It is. It's this house here. Let's see where they want it. I gotta park. Let's see. They have such a huge house. It's hard to know where they would want their stuff. Probably the garage. I wouldn't think the front door. So let me turn into their driveway. They most likely want it in their garage. Let's see what happens. All right, so they want them at their front door. This is trip number 1. I forgot to take my jacket off. Whoops. Well, all's well that ends well, they say. Whew. Thank God for this driveway. Even though the customer didn't want me to deliver to the driveway, there was no way to park on the side of the street where their house was. So the only option would be to park on the other side of the street, which would have been a horrible, horrible way to deliver the water because the curb is so steep, it would have caused the water to fall off of the cart. So I messaged the customer and told them I'm here at your front door, and there's no response. You're not answering your door, so I'm gonna leave the water by your garage, because I figured they must have a storage place in their garage for the water. That would make sense, right? And their driveway was so far from the front door, but I had to gamble that they wanted it near their garage. Well, surprise, surprise, they didn't want it by the garage, they wanted it by the front door. Which I was like, that's fine, because I would have still parked at the same spot that I was at, even though it was a great distance. So I just went back to the car and started unloading all the water onto the flatbed. And then I took 5 cases at a time. And then nothing bad happened. There was just one case of water at the end where the cases of water, or the case of water was a little bit loose, and a couple of bottles fell out of the case. So I had to shove them back in, and they shoved back in just fine. So that was not an issue once I shoved them back in. And I don't think there were any other problems. I was very fortunate that there were no steps. Very fortunate. Any steps and I would have been screwed. I would have had to, if it was a long distance, I would have had to have taken everything off of the cart, put the cart up the step, and then put everything back onto the cart again. So it would have been another transfer of all the stuff on the cart and then all of it back on, which would have been horrible. The only other option would have been to carry it from wherever the step was to the remaining distance that I had to travel, which would have been horrible as well. So I was very, very lucky that there were no stairs or steps anywhere. Very fortunate. And I was also fortunate that the sidewalk was not too cracked. They had a lot of those gaps where you could hear the cart banging every time. There were not too many of those. So it all worked out. And now it's done. Now it's done. I got a good workout. It was great for the mind to problem solve for that situation. So it's a great exercise, a mental challenge and a physical challenge. This job is a little bit like Survivor. Only the people that vote you out are the customers. They vote you off the island if you do a terrible job. But as long as you do a good job, you stay on the island. So you think of it like Survivor, and then every offer is like a challenge. It's like it's time to do the Survivor challenge. So I just completed the Survivor challenge that was 80% physical, 20% mental. And I was successful. So yeah, so that is it. So once again, we did it. We hit goal. It's 11:11 a.m. I have 20 something miles on the car. I would say probably like 22 to 23 miles, I think, on the car. And I'm getting 72 miles to the gallon. It's 63 degrees, sunny, no wind, and everything is fine. And now I'm going to prepare for some fun. I'm going to do a little bit of shoe shopping and get some new tennis shoes. If you noticed on my video, I am wearing some tennis shoes that I don't normally wear. But these particular tennis shoes are my indoor tennis shoes. And the ones that are the black ones I have, they finally are worn out on the insides of them. The outsides look fine, but the insides are worn out. So I'm gonna go get another pair of shoes to wear for just walking around inside the house, and then I'm gonna start using these shoes that I'm wearing for doing deliveries. So that's my big exciting event for today. And then of course I still have to wash those dogs. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again next time, okay? All right, bye for now.